with that out of the way, let's talk about the second main topic. And the second main topic, we have to talk about what has surprisingly been a topic that a lot of people here has been concerned about, our good friend Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, as with a lot of businesses, has been hit hard by the pandemic. And there's been some questions whether or not they will be able to continue operating as is. And there was like some rumors that they might be filing for bankruptcy, but someone might have been considering buying them to keep them out of bankruptcy. Well, let's give you a little bit of an update, because Chuck E. Cheese and Peter Piper Pizza, because CEC Entertainment owns both for the record, have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protections amid the pandemic closing. So, here's what USA Today says. Whether a kid can still be a kid is now up to a federal bankruptcy judge. The parent company of Chuck E. Cheese, which used the slogan "Where a kid can be a kid" to promote its national chain of pizza and amusement venues, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection late Wednesday. The move came after the coronavirus pandemic forced the company to temporarily close locations. The chain has also been weighed down by debt it accumulated in a private equity buyout several years ago. Parent company CEC Entertainment, which also owns the Peter Piper Pizza chain, which I've never been to personally, but it's actually only like 40 minutes away from me, said it hopes to use the Chapter 11 process to cut debt, negotiate concessions with landlords, and emerge as a more sustainable entity. CEC David McPhillips issued a statement calling the pandemic the most challenging event in our company's history, and said the company hopes to, quote, get back to the business of delivering memories, entertainment, and pizzas for another 40 years and beyond. CEC said franchise locations are not part of the bankruptcy. So, that's disappointing to hear, but not completely surprising. Now, here's the thing. I personally suspect with many of these bankruptcies that are occurring during this time, I think most of them will emerge. Because one of the underlying elements is like these companies did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong. I mean, most of the time during these restructurings, the court says liquidate the company when it's clear that the company is not sustainable, when does not have good business practices, and when they are unimpressed with their restructuring efforts to make their business sustainable. However, with most of the bankruptcies going on right now, it's not because anyone was doing anything wrong. It was because they were forced to close and the debt just piled up. And if they didn't have to worry about that debt, heck, maybe things would be okay. So I'm not personally that worried about Chuck E. Cheese. I'm also not worried about Alamo Drafthouse. If AMC decides they're going to, file for bankruptcy, I'm not terribly concerned about that either. However, we'll still have to let a court wait and see, but I don't think the courts are going to let a lot of these places go under for basically doing the right thing. I don't think. But anyway, that's my opinion. What do you think? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly.